Well, a very good afternoon to you, and as Peter said before going into the ad break, we are talking to our correspondent Nick Harper, who's in Harlem, New York, because Senegal is indeed Africa's last chance to advance into the knockout stages. Nick, hello to you. It's literally down to the wire for Africa, although Senegal have the easiest path of the two because they only need a draw to advance to the next round.
That's right, yeah. Senegal looking in a very strong position for this final group stage match. As you said, a draw would be enough, but they are going into this with lots of confidence, lots of momentum, and they say that they are planning to try and win this game against Colombia. However, bear in mind that Colombia has been looking strong and is coming off the back of a 3-0 defeat against Poland in their last game, whereas Senegal only drew their last match against Japan. Well, I am here in the Senegalese Association of America in the Harlem area of New York City. This place is beginning to fill up. There's chairs all the way up to the TV behind me. Not fully full yet, but I promise you they will be full very soon. We were here for the match against Poland last week, and this place was absolutely heaving with supporters. Lots of people who feel that Senegal will be able to do well today, that they will be able to progress, because if they don't, if they lose, if they fall out of the group stage and don't move on to the knockout stages, it would be the first time that an African nation has not proceeded to the knockout stages since 1982. It's a very important match for Senegal, population of about 15 million, but as you mentioned, also for the African continent. There were 5 African nations in the World Cup initially. The other 4 have all failed to move into the knockout stages. So really the hopes of Senegal and the hopes of Africa riding on this match today for Senegal.
Certainly, Nick, Senegal will really have to look at better securing their defense. I think they've kind of, in the previous games that we've seen, have kind of not done the job that they should have in terms of keeping a clean sheet. We saw last week when they were up against Japan, giving the Japanese plenty of room to pull those goals back that they scored. And so their defense is something they really have to focus on in today's game, isn't it?
Absolutely, and that has been their big problem. They're able to score the goals. They won 2-1 against Poland, but they drew against Japan. So we've seen 4 goals so far from Senegal, but they've also conceded 3 over their last 2 matches. And as you mentioned, with that game against Japan, Senegal up on 2 occasions, and then they let it slip. So yes, they're doing very well in attack. They're able to score those goals, but that defensive lineup really isn't doing particularly well in stopping those goals from getting into the net. That's something they're going to have to overcome today. We know that Colombia are a goal-scoring side. They're very good at putting away the goals. So it'll be very important that if Senegal's coming out strong on the attack, which they're likely to do, they'll also need to remain strong in defence as well.
I can hear some Senegalese fans already singing the national anthem. That game is about to kick off. Thanks so much for chatting to us this afternoon. Of course, the Lions of Teranga will have to do more than just roar in today's encounter against Colombia if they want to advance to the knockout stages of the 2018 Russia World Cup. Well, that is where I will leave it with your sports for the moment. I'll be back again in the next hour. For now, it's us taking a quick break, and we'll be back with more news at the top of the hour.